Welcome to another edition of Straight Shooting Sports Talk, and I'm your host, Dujane Bland, and today we're going to be talking about our Madden Fantasy Football Special. Now, what exactly is this fantasy football? Well, we're talking about the Madden Fantasy Football Redemption League, sponsored by Irie Starz Gaming, supported by EA Sports. Now, you say, what exactly is this league? Well, through the Madden Redemption League, it enables you to redeem the stats of players on your fantasy football team that have a bad week. Now, how will you do this? Through the playing of Madden 25. Now, through this game, through the ISG Madden 25 redemption community there for PS and Xbox, you are able to redeem your players and up the stats of that particular player that you choose. Now, there's a 10-member league in each of these, and the grand prize, a PS4 for the PS League and an Xbox One for the Xbox League. Now, during this 4-month period, there are weekly prizes that are given, such as gas cards, gift cards to Amazon.com, even Best Buy. Now, where are all these proceeds that are being collected from these leagues going to? Well, it's going to the Relay for Life American Cancer Society. So what a great organization, and what a great sponsor to have here with us, Irie Starz Gaming, and being supported by EA Sports. Now, let's get into our weekly player of the week. Well, let's take a look at our fantasy duds. When you look at the fantasy league of week 3, there are some guys that we really expected to take over and start to produce some fantasy points. You look at Owen Daniels, not doing so great. Jermichael Finley, posting up 5 or below numbers. Very, very critical guys that we thought would be really producing some serious fantasy points for fantasy owners, really not doing such a great job for their fantasy owners and their teams. But we've had some guys that have been very consistent, like RG3. Despite the woes of that football team, he's been posting a lot of third and fourth quarter numbers, kind of like Tony Romo. Not very good first half, very solid second half. Michael Vick as well. You look at Jay Cutler, producing some very, very good numbers for fantasy owners as well. Now it comes to our player of the week. That goes to the Untouchables. You say, why? Well, the Untouchables not only had the win, but they took a gamble and decided to play using Houston, Owen Daniels, to increase his score. Now, Owen Daniels only had 2.90 points. Garbage numbers. I mean, yeah, they're points, but not significant points of where if he didn't have any, you're not going to lose the ball game. So he plays with him. He's able to increase his points to 100. Believe getting 8 touchdowns, over 200 yards with this guy. Also winning both his redemption match and his defender match, gaining that 20 extra points, solidifying the win for his team in week 3. So the Untouchables, you are our player of the week. Well, again, we thank the Irie Starz Gaming company for putting on this show and really sponsoring this event. We thank EA Sports for their support. It's a great event. And for those of you who want to know how you can do this next year, tune into the Irie Starz Gaming Facebook page and go to iriestarzgaming.com. And there will be updates as next year's Fantasy League comes around, so you can join and be a big part of what's going on here. Well, that's all for this week. Next week, we'll talk a little bit more fantasy football, and we'll see if the Untouchables can repeat as Player of the Week. Again, you've been watching Straight Shooting Sports Talks Madden Fantasy Special.